Justin Parnell, back again with another episode of Journey of Discovery, our free-to-play MTG Arena series. If you want to see more content like this, such as the Thinktwice podcast, as well as Ali Aintrazi stream highlights, be sure to subscribe to this channel and search Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify to catch the podcast in audio form only. Support us at patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. Now, today we are going to be playing some Rivals of Ixalan draft. Now, this format, in my opinion, is worse than Dominaria for sure, worse than Guilds of Ravnica, better than Core 19, but this is the only other option, and there are a lot of great cards for our collection from Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, those of which we're actually pretty short on, so I'm going to take the opportunity and draft this a few times. We have about roughly enough for 3 drafts, though by the time we get to go through that third one, we can do more, and of course, we still have a lot of gems. We're going to conserve those since we can always use those in our events, and you cannot always do so with gold. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we get started. Our rare is Siegehorn Ceratops, which is not something we're going to be super interested in. Our uncommons are pretty good. Crested Herdcaller in particular is quite good. This is just a 2/3/3s with trample for 5. Imperial Ceratops is also fine. I think it's worse than this. And the Majestic, this thing, also fine, although I think it's worse than all of these cards. The next best card, or arguably the best card in the entire pack, is of course Luminous Bonds. It's solid removal, and I'm actually most likely to take this because I think we will get a solid wheel out of this pack with white cards, even though I do think ultimately this is the best card in the pack. But I'm going to take the Luminous Bonds, just because this is a card we're pretty much guaranteed to play, although we'd play this one too. Okay. So we see more removal here. And the best card in the pack for sure is Reaver Ambush. This is just very, very solid removal. You going into black-white puts you into vampires immediately, which is not a bad thing. Would love to wheel this Legion Conquistador. This is actually pretty strong if you can get a handful of these. Really like 3. 2 is playable, but 3 is really spectacular. We're going to take the Reaver Ambush either way. This is the best card in the pack for sure, although Waternaut's fine as well. Okay, so there's a rare left in Crafty Cutpurse. Not one that we're interested in, though. The best card in the pack by a lot is our old friend, the Colossal Dreadmaw. Cleansing Ray, which is a white card, not really removal. This is very specific. Dinosaur Hunter is a fine card. It's not something I'm looking to third pick. In fact, I would rather draft the Dreadmaw, and dinosaurs are in white and green, and the Dreadmaw is better than a Stampeding Horncrest. Better than the rest of these black cards. So I think that's what I'm going to take, just because it is the best card, although the Dinosaur Hunter is fine. But we'll take the Dreadmaw. Okay. Well, we got some print runs, because these are 2 of the uncommons in our opener. I do think the Imperial Ceratops is better than the Helio. This thing? The Helios. Yep, we're gonna take the Ceratops. Not only do I know how to pronounce it, I do think it's a better card. Okay, here we see Blazing Hope, which is terrible. I'd say this card is pretty unplayable. We do see a Moment of Craving though, which is great. We'll kind of continue on our plan of just killing everything. And here, For our collection, Pride of the Conquerors is certainly the best card. Probably not the best one here. I think it is a reasonable card, but I think Dinosaur Hunter is better. And it looks like we're kind of more into black. And I think I like Dinosaur Hunter more than I like Sun Sentinel. It's fine. Vigilance is not as good in this format because it's not you're not trading up very often with a 2/2 for 2. Dinosaur Hunter actually can trade up, so we'll take that. All right, we have the Poop Dinosaur, the Cacophodon. We have another Sun Sentinel. We have a Spire Winder, which is actually quite good. We're not near these colors. We have another Dinosaur Hunter, and then we have the Poop Dinosaur. So the question is, do we want the Poop Dinosaur? This is the best card in the pack. Or do we want another Dinosaur Hunter? I think we just want the Poop Dinosaur. We can probably get more of these. Okay. Here we will take the Armasaur. Yeah, we don't want any of the rest of this. Continues going into green. And we'll take the other Ceratops, although I do like the Relic, but we'll take some more. Okay, so the Scoundrel's terrible. We'll take the Sun Sentinel, even though it's unlikely that we will play it. I don't think we're going to play the Canal Monitor. More so than we're going to play this, though. So, Canal Monitor it is. We'll take the Strider Harness. Unlikely event that we'll play that. We'll pick the Uncommon and then the Dark Inquiry. Okay. So, in Pack 2, we open up with the exact same collection of Uncommons as Pack 1. I'm glad to see that they're even keeping print runs in digital packs. So that's fun, right? Well, we've already talked about these. It's likely we're going to take this herd caller. Puts us solidly into 3 colors, but that's not too bad. We'll try to pick up some Traveler's Amulets and some other things. The Sanguine Glorifier is fine, but we don't really have any other vampires, so we're going to look away from that. And Crashing Tide's very good, as is Spire Winder, but we're going to take the Herd Caller here. Okay, so we have a couple of Forerunners, and then we have another piece of removal and Moment of Craving, which Moment of Craving is just always good, because even if it doesn't kill something, I mean, just like in Constructed, you can shrink it and trade within combat. This card is enough better than the Traveler's Amulet that I'm going to take it, although if this card wasn't here, I would just take the Amulet. Okay, well here we have Impale, which is maybe not the best common, but probably the best common in the set. We're easily going to take that. Divine Verdict is also very good, but it's no Impale. So we're going to be taking Impale very happily. Okay, well here we see some fixing that we are going to take. We're not really passing anything up. Jungle Creeper's good, but we're going to take the Forsaken Sanctuary. Oh man, just so much removal. All right, we'll take this Reaver Ambush. Okay, I think, what does our curve look like? Really top heavy. We have a lot of removal at the bottom though, which is kind of exactly what we want this deck to look like. Right now we're splashing, looks like we're splashing white, which means that I'm actually going to get this Thunderherd migration instead of the Colossal Dreadmaw, only because if we go further into green, we have the dinosaurs to actually be able to just turn this into Rampart Growth on turn 2. Well, we don't need the Stone Quarry. Pitiless Plunderer is a card that I like, but this isn't the deck for it. You want cheaper stuff. So right now we're looking at the Hardy Veteran, which is probably going to be the pick. It just is attacks as a 2/4, which is pretty great, versus a 4/2 for 1 more mana. We'll take the Veteran. Oh, great. Foul Orchard. That is an excellent pickup. As we continue down, fixing. We're not going to take the third Ceratops. We're actually going to take the Traveler's Amulet. And here we are. I'll take an Aggressive Urge. I like just having a few combat tricks. And we get another Veteran. A Relic to go up higher on our curve. Knight of the Stampede, which is not bad. And then Stampeding Horncrest. Now, before we get into this next pack, let's move some stuff to our sideboard. Which, no, not this one. Which we've been pretty fortunate of. We don't really have that many cards we're not going to play. And we're also fortunate that looks like we're going to be splashing white. Yeah, likely going to be splashing white, so that's good to know. All right, we're still at 23 cards, which is good enough for a deck. Okay. Looking at the rare, we have Spell Swindle, which obviously we're not in that. Best card in the pack by a mile is Charging Monstrosaur. This card is pretty much insane. We're going to take this Shining Aerosaur. It's not a card that I would say is impressive, but it's fine. We don't really have anything else that's good in this pack that we're really passing up, so to speak. This is a card that we will play. It's, more so than the Deeproot Warrior. Yeah, I'd rather just have the two Hardy Veterans and the Dinosaur Hunter and not go too far on the 2-drops. So, we're going to take the Aerosaur and be slightly sad. Ooh, all right. Well, we're easily going to take this Glacial Fortress. This is just a card that we need for our collection, so happy to pick that up. And if they want to keep sending those downwind, then, have at it. Okay, here we're going to take Merfolk Branchwalker. Obviously, this card is really powerful. Great Unlimited still, so we're going to take this. We're going to pass up the Dreadmaw again, though, there's a bunch of these, so... Okay, so here we have a Mythic Rare, which doesn't really do us any good. And then we have the Bellowing Aegisaur. This one actually is a pretty good dinosaur. All joking aside, getting the rest of your team bigger is certainly good. Don't mind passing up the Mythic Rare because it's poop. Just being honest, it's poop. It's straight poop. Belligerent Brontodon. How belligerent do we want to be? That is the question. This is a really big creature. I don't think I want Sheltering Light, but maybe I do. It's a nice little combat trick. We have some big creatures. Curve already goes so high. No, you can stay. Canal Monitor, you can go. Yeah, no, I'm going to take the Sheltering Light, actually. Well, toughness. And that does help us. I think I'd rather have the combat trick. We don't have a lot of them. So I'm not sad about having it. Okay. There's not really anything in this pack that we want. Desperate Castaways. Not very good. Heartstopper is fine. This is probably going to be what I pick. Not interested in Raptor Companion. Not interested in Ritual Rejuvenation. Not really interested in the Diviner, although it's probably for the best for our deck, actually. This holds down the fort more than the Heartstopper. And it does explore. Yeah, we'll get the Diviner. Helps push us more into green. Okay, nothing for us here. Nothing that we're going to play, so we will take the highest rarity card, which is the Marauding Looter. Okay, let's see. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. This card is fine. If it's better when you have smaller creatures. The Grim Captain's Call is interesting. So we certainly have dinosaurs. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got a pirate. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's one merfolk. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Dinosaur, 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 dinosaur. Okay, we have a lot of dinosaurs. So it's probably not going to be the Grim Captain's Call. It's unlikely to be the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat either. I'd rather play Knight of the Stampede on 4. So if that's the case, we're just going to take the Cutthroat as the card that is most likely to end up in our deck somehow. Although it's pretty much impossible. And here we're just taking stuff. Do we want the Deadeye Tormentor for our curve? Perhaps. I don't think we're going to play Skullduggery. No, I do like Skullduggery. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to take the Deadeye Tormentor. No, we'll just take the Skullduggery. We'll take a Duress. We'll take this thing. Domestify. And Brazen Buccaneers. Okay, so the deck is at 42 cards, which is actually pretty solid. We have a light white splash, which is good. We're actually heavier on the green as it ended up. Dark Inquiry we can get out of here. And somehow I made it my my picture for the deck. Let's make it Traveler's Amulet. I like that one. So we have one cut. Our mana is surprisingly solid. We have 2 duels. We have a Thunderheart Migration and a Traveler's Amulet. I'm tempted to cut a Plains for the amulet just because we don't need that until the close to the end. I think I'm going to do that. Even though our curve goes high, I think that's okay. We have a lot of interaction early in the game. We have Branchwalker and Diviner. I don't think that there's anything that I'm missing. Skullduggery is nice, but is it better than Sheltering Light? That's the question. Probably, because this can actually kill something. Yeah, let's play the Skullduggery. Oh yeah, I forgot we picked up a Glacial Fortress. That's great. A little bit easier on our mana. We're really doing a light white splash, but we do have some powerful white cards. So, okay. Yeah, let's roll with this. All right, we're on the play. We have a lot of early interaction. We do have a good 4-drop, so we're gonna keep this. We know we only have 16 lands in our deck. I'm probably gonna change it back to 17 after this one, win or lose.
This has been doing well at FNM. Interested to see your take.
Oh, very nice. And we can just freely attack with our veteran. Opponent does not even have the ability to trade. That is fine. We're going to go ahead and kill the Trailblazer, though. Okay, there's a Traveler's Amulet. And let's get another green. Another forest. Play this and then continue our ground assault. And we can play dinosaur into dinosaur. Whether we draw a land this coming turn or not. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and kill this. That's something we definitely want to do. Okay. We'll play our 2/5. And then if we draw a land, herd caller, otherwise we just have a bunch of removal up. Yeah, we did draw a land, but not the one that we wanted. Okay, so we're going to see if our opponent double blocks. And if that is the case, then we will Reaver Ambush. We're probably going to Reaver Ambush either way. Okay, interesting. Skullduggery. Buccaneers Bravado. Alright, well, we'll Reaver Ambush this. Get a trick out of our opponent's hand, which is nice. If our opponent has a bomb that's not Tetsamok. That's really the thing we're trying to avoid, by the way. Is not just our opponent like having Tetsamok, or not just our opponent like playing it, but having it at all. So, just something to keep in mind. Okay. Well, we're going to keep attacking. And we'll play the herd caller. I mean, even with the pump, our opponent can only hit us for 9. And unconcerned here. Did I torment her? Okay, that's cute. Let's get rid of the... I kind of want to get rid of the Skullduggery. No, we'll get rid of the bonds. Or we'll get rid of the Skullduggery and keep the bonds. Okay. Let's force our opponent to block with their better creatures. And opponent has to block something. Not just something, but a couple of somethings. And we have a couple of trample creatures, so life is inconvenient. I'm glad we ended up getting a herd caller back again. All right, even with 2 creatures, yeah, I think that's going to do it. All right, game 2. This is actually a great hand. We can lead off of one of these, play Foul Orchard, and then sacrifice this on our second turn. And we are, of course, going to get a plains with the Traveler's Amulet. Our opponent could be on the aggressive plan, or they could just have a 1-drop. You never know. Okay. So far, this is looking like a constructed deck. Get a plains here. Let's play this swamp and play a dinosaur hunter. Okay, very nice. That's likely a Reaver ambush target. Let's get our defenses up, though. Okay, 8 for our opponent. So they could get the city's blessing, presumably. Let's go ahead and attack for 4. If our opponent... Okay, yeah, if I was going to say if our opponent blocks, then we can aggressive urge here. And I think we are going to want to Reaver ambush. So we'll pass. Legion Conquistador. Let's see how many our opponent has. Hopefully just 1. They have 2. Very nice. Okay. Let's continue getting in. And we'll play the Ceratops. Conquistador. And then another Conquistador, most likely. Luminous Bonds is a good pickup. We'll put that on the Sky Marcher. And we'll get in with the Dinosaur Hunter. If they want to trade with one of their Conquistadors, then so be it. Raptor Companion, yeah, our opponent is obviously looking to be quite aggressive. We will get out a Swamp Forest. Since we have a swamp in our hand. And pass the turn. We have enough of removal to slowly pick off our opponent's creatures should we draw it, and it's going to be difficult for them to break through. Okay, did not have a card to discard. Not a notable one anyway. Target Vampire gets Menace. Okay. We have a Diviner. Get a land off of the Diviner. And still hold down the fort. Okay. Little Bloodletter. We have another veteran. All right, we have some removal in here. I would love to draw it. We're on what's likely a 5-turn clock. I'm sure our opponent can get through some other damage. We're just going to impale this here. Not exactly what we wanted. Would obviously much rather to have a Moment of Craving. We still have 2 of in our deck. I don't think we've used any this game. Hey, there's the Moment of Craving. Let's attack with the thing that gains us some life. See how our opponent wants to block. They don't? Okay. Well, let's see if we can get our opponent to attack us. They decline. That's a good one. We'll go in again. No interest. Well, I can't imagine our opponent's going to be more interested now. So. A +1/+1 counter. Sure thing. Okay. I think with the Moment of Craving, we can actually get in with our 3 power creatures. Okay. Well, we are going to kill the Legion Conquistador. We have a double block, so we're actually going to gain 4 life. Excellent. Cleans up the board, which obviously plays to our advantage. Alright, we'll go in again. If our opponent double blocks again, they do not. Excellent. We're just going to hold both of these lands in our hand. Another 3/3 for 1. Although with 9 mana left over, I'm not sure it matters how much it is. We're going to pass this time. Okay, that's a good one. We just need a couple more bits of removal. Could be just about anything. Removal. No, I did mean forest, so thank goodness our deck corrected us. That was confusing. It sounded like I thought I said removal, but I meant I didn't mean lands. Mark of the Vampire. Okay. And that's a powerful card. Ooh, that is a powerful card. Opponent's still not wanting. Well, I'm somewhat interested in doing an Alpha Strike, minus the diviner. Only because we do have good numbers here. Though this voracious vampire is certainly troublesome. I think I'm just going to get in with these two. Yeah, let's do this and see what happens. We're going to skullduggery the Elonda. And creature I control, which is going to be the Armisar. Creature opponent control is going to be the Elonda. So you're going to get one creature. Oh, I assigned blockers poorly. Okay, we'll pass. Could have killed the 3/3. Said we're left with the 3/3, which is not great for us. Okay, we have 8 cards left. We have 16 lands in our deck, not 17. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So we only have 1 land of the 8. Opponent has another big lifelink creature. How kind. And we're forced to pass again. Vampire Revenant. Alright. Well, that one's aggravating. There's Colossal Dreadmaw, which we needed long ago. Okay. Card with no text. Reaver Ambush. Okay. That's a good pickup for a Colossal Dreadmaw attacking turn. Which is what this turn and most likely all future turns are going to be. I don't think our opponent has good blocks because we can kill whatever other thing that they have. And we're only attacking with creatures that can survive a block with the Sentry. Okay, so that's our opponent's block. We can keep this around. Our opponent's going to gain 4. We're going to deal them 4. So they're going to go to 7. Yeah, we'll keep our Ceratops around. Well, fortunately, most of our deck is removal that's left. I think we have 2 creatures, 2 bits of removal. That's a powerful one. Now they can kill the Dreadmaw, of course. Opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. We'll have 8 next turn, including a Bellowing Aegisar. Okay, we'll pass this turn. See if we can pick up a little bit more of that removal that we have. Okay. Luminous Bonds it is. Okay, well there's Merfolk Branchwalker. Gonna reveal a non-land. Okay. No, that's a good one. Big flyer. No attacks. We have 3 cards left in our deck. Opponent's essentially in the same predicament. So we have 2, so we have to attack both of the next 2 turns. And we have 1 Moment of Craving left in our deck. Which is the last card, of course. Because why would it not be? Okay. Let's go attacking. Because we are running out of time. We'll keep this 1/1 back. All right. We know we have a Moment of Craving. Our opponent is still letting lethal damage through at this moment. No, almost lethal, not quite lethal. Okay, our opponent is, so this is here. Well, let's get the big one. I think we're going to get both. Let's get the flyer. Correct. And correct. We're going to gain 2 life. Lots of things are going to die. We're going to draw a Moment of Craving. Believe we're likely going to attack our opponent and they're going to die, but crazier things have happened, right? Recover, okay. Hey, there's Moment of Craving. Okay, well let's leave them with 2 blockers. And then we're going to attack with everything. We will not attack with our O3. But looks like... Oh no, our opponent's at 1? Oh, that's not what we wanted at all. I think we're going to lose the decking with our opponent at 1. We should have attacked last turn with a Saproling, and that would have been it. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, we're on the draw. Our hand looks good. That one was disappointing, especially since we did make a very tiny mistake to lose at the end. But we'll fight back. We have a very good hand here, so let's hope we can make something out of it. Of course, we almost always want to draw a land. Double red, we're going to keep that on the top of our deck. We might need it in case we deck ourselves too, so. Well, let's go ahead and Moment of Craving. We can certainly Reaver Ambush later. Alright, now this is a powerful card. Yeah, we will certainly attack. And if our opponent wants to block, then that would be great. Okay, this is a pirate. We will not block. We'll just take 6 right on the chin. If we play the Aegisar, opponents will steal the Aegisar, attack us for a ton. So let's just Reaver Ambush the Neckbreaker. We can put some pressure on our opponent here. I don't think we can leave. I don't think we can leave the Neckbreaker on the battlefield with a Captivating Crew. That damage turns around really quickly. I believe our opponent's deciding if they want to attack us for 7, and they do. Okay, so here we have a little bit of a pickle. We can attack our opponent to 4. I think we can do that and then play the Herd Caller. That gives us the ability to block. Since we can make 2, they can't exactly get through on the ground. And I mean, they have to have a removal spell and be able to steal our other blocker. Which could certainly happen. But I think we're going to be able to race. Especially with Reaver Ambush able to remove a blocker as necessary. Since they can only activate Captivating Crew as a sorcery. Okay. Well, that was a removal spell. Okay. Well, that was fortunate. I believe our opponent could have killed us. If they simply take the... if they mutiny, kill one of our creatures, then take the other one, attack us, this gets +1. We bite the dust. Oh, no. Oh, that's a way for us to bite the dust, too. That's rough. Alright, well, this is certainly a good curve. We have all of our colors. We have a Thunderherd migration that turns into a rampart growth on turn 2. Good removal we will keep. Hopefully we can shake off some of this fortune that we've been on the receiving end of. Alright, let's Thunderherd migration. We'll reveal old Dreadmaw. And let's get a swamp. We just have more forests. So it's likely we'll draw one prior to turn 5. Are we going to get immediately punished with the Herd Caller not getting a green? Perhaps. Perhaps we will. Time to find out if our opponent has any dinosaurs in their hand. If they keep this on the top, it's pretty likely they do. They bend it, they don't. They're thinking about it though. I think we are going to play this Branch Walker. Knight of the Stampede. So we need to bend this because we don't have double green. Anyway. Opponent's going to be able to reduce their dinosaurs by 3, which is a little scary. We have 1 Impale before we can start playing our own. Okay, here's our 3rd swamp. Just like we wanted. And we'll pass. Secrets of the Golden City. Opponent does have the city's blessing. See if our opponent attacks with their knight. They don't. Okay. Well, there is a Ceratops. We can at least play that one. Alright, we'll play the veteran. And pass the turn. Still nothing that we need to impale. Kumena's Awakening. Okay. So, they draw an extra card on their turn. Well, that's just dandy. Alright. We have a couple of removal spells. Let's start to get into the red zone. Since our opponent's going to begin to draw a number of cards. Axis of Mortality. All right. Yep. You can swap life totals. So they're not going to attack us. So we essentially have to kill them in one hit. Because if we get low, they can switch our life total and just do us in immediately. Alright, that's asking a lot. No attacks. Now if they want to swap it now, then they can, that's fine. And then we can freely attack them. It's a pretty solid impale target. I believe our opponent's going to bleed us out with these two enchantments, but... Alright, let's find out. Yeah, let's go ahead and impale this. And we'll go to combat. The math is difficult. I can certainly tell you that. We can't kill our opponent. We might be able to get close. Okay, that is their only block. They're going to take 12 and go to 8. Okay. All right. And then they believe they're going to swap life totals. We're going to go to 8, and then they're going to attack us for 10. They're actually going to attack us for 8. We're in a moment of craving. We're not going to be able to kill anything. But we are in a moment of craving. Man. So many cards. Just those? Why not attack with everything? Alright. Well, let's shrink this knight in case they have some sort of tribal pump. Okay, no more dinosaurs. Okay. Now no more. Okay, can we deal them 12? No, not really. They have 2 flying creatures? It's wildly inconvenient. We can make them have 1 flying creature. Get in with our Dreadmaw. I think if we go to attack with these, that is 12. It makes them do something. They can't just take the damage. Maybe they can. Who knows? What a game. Maybe they think we have something. Well, that's good. It gains us 2 life. Okay, so they're double blocking. Okay. So I think we can remove this to keep our branch walker alive, give our Dreadmaw +1. Let's give this a shot. So let's see what happens. +1, -1. Damage. We gain 2. Even the life total's up a little bit. And play more trample creatures. Okay. Well. I feel like we have to work really hard and our opponent just draws a bunch of cards a turn and then swaps our life total. They could unload their whole hand of dinosaurs at this point. Alright, they don't. Thank goodness. I did not think we were going to win that one. Okay, this hand is also very solid, thanks to our trusty Traveler's Amulet. I think in this case on the play, the goal is to go Hardy Veteran into Poop Dinosaur. So we are going to play the Foul Orchard on turn 1. Which means that we're going to Amulet on turn 3. Which is fine. This also leaves, you know, for math-wise, leaves more lands in our deck for us to draw one on that turn, which we don't, but that's okay. And we're going to sack this. We already have double green. We don't need double black. We're going to go ahead and get a white. We'll play our land for the turn. Okay. Now we just need to draw any land in our deck other than the other tap land. So that's what we'll draw. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We did not. We did not. Let's go ahead and attack. If our opponent pumps on their turn, then we'll Moment of Craving. Otherwise, we'll just happily take 1. Alright, well, now we'll Moment of Craving. We really want to draw a land, so we're going to get rid of our combat trick to not draw a land. But our opponent is in the same situation. If only there was a way they could scry to find lands. But, you know, they can't, so it's just really unfortunate. I was going to say, surely they believe this is a trick, but either way, come on land. Very nice. Okay, hey, that was the perfect time to draw that Forsaken Sanctuary. Oh boy. Okay. All right, we got our work cut out for us. Playing the constructed level mythic rares. We need multiple removal spells. Your opponent's playing defense now, though. Okay. We're just going to play our Poop Dinosaur back out. No attacks. Our order of playing is going to go Herd Caller, into Ceratops. Sacrifice a permanent. Got it. Yep. And we're going to stick with plan A. And we'll pass. Okay, looks like there's going to be no attacks from our opponent this turn. That's probably a good reason. Maybe they will attack us now. Okay. So we're going to Reaver Ambush here. Or are we just going to play Colossal Dreadmaw? I think we're just going to play the Dreadmaw. Our opponent did not seem interested in attacking, so we'll try to get some beef onto the battlefield. Trample creatures with removal is obviously fantastic, so I think that's where we want to be. Okay. Alright, that takes away a pesky blocker. They bounce, Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, let's see if we can beat Treasure Map plus Rekindling Phoenix. My hopes are not super duper high. Each of 2 target creatures. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? 14, our opponent can deal us almost that. Alright. Let's just attack. We have a lot of options with Moment of Craving plus Reaver Ambush. Okay, so that's our Moment of Craving target. Okay. Alright. Moment of Craving here. And Reaver Ambush here. We deal our opponent 6. Take out both of their creatures. And let's... We can't block you. This has Menace. So let's unblock. Untap the Orchard. Would have been nice to have another land there. Destroy 3 of our creatures, which is pretty insane. Can we fight through? That is the question. We're going to play Old Dready Boy out. Okay. That is a solid Reaver Ambush target. If our opponent would be so kind to tap out, we can kill them. Okay, they did not tap out. I think the first thing we want to do is attempt to Reaver Ambush here. Because I feel like our opponent has some sort of trick. So I would rather just see what it is now. Okay, they do not appear to have one. Okay, well, let's attack with these two. Get some more damage in. Okay, they definitely have something to dispatch the Dreadmaw if they're blocking with the Phoenix. Okay. We're still going to deal our opponent a solid bit of damage. Could we have got them had we attacked with our hardy veteran? Perhaps. Certainly is what it looks like, but... As I've said before on this show, I'm always scared of people with Opt, because either they don't know that Opt is not good, or they have a lot of cards like this in their deck, and it could be the latter. Our opponent is really juicing this treasure cove, like really juicing it. Okay, let's play a flyer and a dinosaur hunter. We need to be a Phoenix hunter. How many more cards than they have? 8 cards in it? All right, just a solid 9 more cards than we have. Okay, what are they returning? The Sprinter. They could have gotten in for some damage, returned it, and then done so. Five. They certainly have some unblockable. We're probably going to need some life, so... Okay, that one's countered. We could force trades here. We do lose this, but we make them lose some of their creatures, so I think it is ultimately worth it. Their blocks pretty much line up exactly. And we'll untap another swamp, which of course we cannot use, but all right, worth it to get our opponent back down on creatures. Hopefully they run out of treasure soon, but I have a feeling that that is not going to be the case. Nope. More treasure. Hexproof and cannot be blocked. Okay. Alright. Let's get this life gain one out. We have 15 cards. Our opponent has 6. I don't think our opponent's going to make us discard a card. We'll pass. Okay. That one they can pump to be big, for sure. Okay. Opponent has 4 cards left. They're digging for something like we were in a few games ago. There's simply just no way they're not aware of what they have left. Okay. We can play both of these, which is great. No! Scumbag, tapper, auto tapper. That's my fault. It's never the auto tapper's fault. Opponent with 3 cards in their library left. Okay. Well, this is certainly a desperation attack. Can't really block anything else. No need for us to. Opponent's essentially going to hit us for 4. Oh, this has trample. Oh no, did we just lose the game? Oh, we totally did. Wow. Wow. Alright, well that's what we get. That's absolutely what we get. Could have just easily not lost and we threw it away. Embarrassing. Well, I apologize those of you that were screaming at your computer screen. Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. We'll go ahead and claim our prize of shame. We lost a rough one. I think we had that one and we found a way to lose, as we do sometimes. But anyway, we will maybe do another Rivals of Ixalan. Ravnica Allegiance is coming out soon, so I will be excited to do some sort of limited event, be it sealed or draft, with that when we can. But thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to get more content like this, as well as Ali Aintrazi's stream highlights, and of course the Thinktwice podcast. If you're going to listen on an audio platform, search Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. Thank you guys very much. We will catch you next time.